Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend DG Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
I'm trying to thank you, you pointed-eared Hob-Goblin.
Damn it, Jim, I'm a podcaster, not a sound engineer. All right, kids, welcome back to another episode of Marvel Tales. I thought that was random. For week 2 of another episode of Hob-Gobble month to go along with your ultimate spider cast of the year of our Lord 2023. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, the Goblin Owl himself. It is
Justin the Owl swooping back in to talk about Mac Daddy Macendale.
Mac Daddy. Damn it! I should have told. See. She probably would have fulfilled her end of the bargain. I should have told Lil, you send feedback for these episodes. Justin can send feedback for the Spider-Cast episode.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Gonna cross over somehow, damn it.
Yeah.
But it's crossover enough. We're all talking about Macendale. Oh, boy.
That's right. Old Macendale.
Jason Macendale and Ray, the two inspirations for, oh my God, I think this is like the 5th year for Hob-Gobble month.
Oh, really?
I think so. We've been doing it, I think, since we started Spider-Cast every
kidding.
November. Yeah. So,
okay, we'll have to tweak November for next year then, so we can do at least one episode then. So we can
okay. But yes, Ray
Gobble
was our inspiration also.
Yeah. As it should be.
And again, I love the issues last week, but oh my God, Ghost Rider, 90s Ghost Rider, yes.
These are great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was really glad that you picked these.
Oh yeah, I've been wanting to get to these at some point, and I'm sure Lilith will be happy that you took these off her hands, because again, Spider-Man is in these, so I mean, I easily could have put these on the Spider-Cast, but
right, yeah.
I'm sure Lilith thanks you for your your blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah. I know she's not the biggest Ghost Rider fan in the world.
Yeah. No. I'm just gonna look up some Spider-Cast. I'm sure because I know they mentioned what is that Spider-Man 6 and 7 in these issues, and Loaf and I did cover that.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Was that this year? Because I was gonna say that it was either this year or last.
I feel like it was last year. It might have been last November. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It might have been if it wasn't this year. Yeah. What did we do? Yes, last November for Hob-Gobble month. Yes, we did. Yes, Spider-Man 6 and 7.
6 and 7.
That's what we did. The Name of the Rose. Yes.
And I think then you did after that. You did the Spirits of Venom story.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
I crossed over with Spirits of Vengeance. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So I forgot about that. Yeah.
With Hag and Troll. I remember Lilith kept cracking me up so bad whenever she talked about Hag and Troll. Oh my God.
Oh, Russell. I'm wondering why I wasn't invited for these. Let's see how it is, Phil. I never know when as far as I know, you're never available on a Saturday night, Russell. Someone told me you were only available on like Sunday nights and was it Thursday nights sometimes. So go cry in your Mountain Dew.
Don't worry, Russell. We'll have you back on Marvel Tales soon.
Exactly.
We've got some good stuff coming up.
We're sure we could talk some Hulk at some point too. Come on.
Oh yeah. We'll do another crossover.
Oh, yes.
Earlier this year at some point. Yeah.
Oh, what is it? Is that like late 70s maybe? There was like I think it was 2 and 2-ish, 2 and 2. I think there was like a Captain America Hulk crossover. It's like the late 70s.
Ooh, was there? I don't
Yeah,
remember
with
that one.
the vamp and stuff. Yeah.
Oh wow,
Shh.
the vamp. I
Banned
don't
from
remember that at all.
Gamma Charge for 72 million years. Oh yeah, well I'm gonna have Justin throw more Talk 2099 at you, so suck it.
Oh no. I don't know if I could handle that. That might be more punishment to me than it would be for Russell.
Oh my. You can't break me more than I'm already broken.
That's true. That one issue that we did was pretty atrocious. It was beyond atrocious, actually.
We'll get you. You know where he could jump in with us. January when we do the Defender stuff, because there's gonna be some
Defenders,
Hulk in there.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking that. And I know that Russell's a fan of the Defenders, so I think that he would be interested in that for sure.
And it's got Hulk in there too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. For a couple of the episodes, I think, that we picked, right?
I'd say at least half of them, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I think we might have picked two of the old Defenders, and it wasn't two new Defenders stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
All right. Yeah. So should we get to these Ghost Rider issues?
Yes. Ghost Rider 16.
Oh yeah, 16, 17 kids.
17.
Oh, this 90s Ghost Rider so good.
Yeah, love it.
Well, like I said, I love the original Ghost Rider, especially towards the end of the series. But yeah, this too.
Yeah. This has its own set of special charms for me, because I grew up reading this. Like I said in the other episode, I collected this from the beginning, from issue number 1. Just kept reading it for years. And I just, as it kept progressing, I just kept loving it more and more.
And I do love, like, they actually brought Johnny Blaze back in and stuff. And
yeah.
Oh my god, both these covers are so good.
I know. Mark Teixeira in full effect here. I love it. The reflection of Hob-Goblin on Ghost Rider's bike. That is so good.
Or even 17, which is like Ghost Rider telling Spider-Man, Hob-Goblin's mine.
Yeah. Great action scene.
All right. So Ghost Rider number 16 from August 1991 changes. Writer, of course, Howard Mackey. Penciler, Mark Teixeira. Inker, Mark Tex. Another one. The guy's penciling and inking his stuff.
Earning that money.
Colorist, friend of a friend, Gregory Wright, because he's friends with Chichester. Friend of a friend, Gregory Wright. And it's a 90s Marvel comic, so letterer Janice Chiang. I swear it's her or Costanza. They had like two letterers.
Yeah. And Tom Orzechowski.
Exactly.
That's the last name, yeah.
And editor Bobby Chase. Dan wakes up in the hospital where Johnny Blaze has taken him. Stacy and Dan's mom come in and praise John for saving Dan. Dan is confused until Johnny tells him that he had come there to kill Zarathos, not him. Later, after Dan is discharged, John begins teaching him some street fighting techniques to help defend himself, since the magic may not always be there. Dan becomes suspicious when a limo pulls up to take his mom to church, but there are no services that evening. Dan follows her to an old deconsecrated church, but he and Johnny are caught by their armed guards. Just then, Hob-Goblin bursts in and begins blasting everything, followed by Spider-Man, who's trying to stop Hob-Goblin. Hob-Goblin flies off with Ghost Rider in hot pursuit, leaving a very confused Spider-Man talking to the man who used to be Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze. I find it funny. I couldn't remember if it was this issue or the next one because I read them together, but it's like in this Spider-Man recognizes Johnny Blaze right away, but in that What If issue we did that time, he was like, "Wait a minute, who are you?
Who are you?"
I didn't recognize him in that What If.
Yeah.
I guess maybe it's just because he hadn't seen Johnny Blaze in years, but Spider-Man's like, well, didn't seem like he was about to say, "Aren't you? I thought you were dead."
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Because I don't know if he made a ton of appearances. I know, speaking of Defenders, there is a new Defenders issue where like Johnny shows. I mean, it's after he's got
It's
free of Zarathos, but it's before this series. So yeah,
it's just him as Johnny Blaze, just a
yeah.
regular guy. But I don't think he had any type of Hellfire powers in that story either, did he? It was
Oh
just
no, it was
yeah,
just him.
just
Yeah, it was him and
yeah,
Roxanne. But yeah, I think he was looking for money
right.
or something from Warren or something. But yeah, no powers, nothing.
Just riding his bike around. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. So what did you think?
I love this. I love the story in this one. Because we've got some good stuff going on in the background with Dan Ketch's mother, who has been
Yes.
going to see this Reverend Stige guy, who's been kind of offering her spiritual guidance and everything after the death of Barbara, her daughter, Dan's sister. So she's been going to see him, and he's obviously, as we find out later on in the issue, not a very good guy. And then in comes Hob-Goblin, who has his own kind of, because Reverend Stein is talking about during his sermon, welcome sinners, we are all sinners, and all this other stuff. And that's the same monologue that Hob-Goblin is reiterating at this point in time, talking about how everyone is sinners. He talks about blasphemy, you dare to desecrate a holy place with your violence, with your false religion, and then he starts destroying everything in this place.
Throwing pumpkin bombs and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that giant word bubble, blasphemy.
Blasphemy. Yeah. That's a great page too, when he smashes through the window and starts hurling those pumpkin bombs.
I mean, there are so many good pages in this. Like, I mean, again, just like in the Doctor Strange issue, that Hob-Goblin, yeah, Mark Teixeira did it.
Yeah,
and even like that opening, the first page, that splash panel with just like Ghost Rider hanging on the bike and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, he's missing a hand. Yeah, in the opening of this issue, he's in rough shape because he was just blasted to hell.
Oh yeah.
And he's missing a hand and everything, and barely coasting his bike. There's that great kind of dream sequence in which Dan Ketch is dreams himself getting shot again, and it's half him, like it's the perspective of half of his body is him, and the other half is the Ghost Rider at the same time. I love that. And yeah, I thought the little montage sequence with Johnny Blaze teaching Dan Ketch how to fight was okay, but it was also very like,
yeah,
you could almost hear like the 80s montage training sequence music in the background.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But also in the other theme in these issues is it seems like Ghost Rider and Danny Ketch are kind of like personality wise, at least, like merging, and because
he's able to control the transformations better now. Like it doesn't necessarily take the spilling of innocent blood for the transformation to take place.
And like, Ghost Rider was telling Blaze about this, and Blaze is like, well, why don't you two merge? He's like, you could use some more humanity, and Danny will get a little confidence, like Kurt, like just boost and stuff. He's like, no, why don't you try it?
Yeah, right. But it may not be an option.
Yeah.
I love that. I loved the introduction to Hob-Goblin in this. Another great full page, well, almost full page panel where he's basically on his knees praying, and he's talking about the sinners and blasphemers, and there's a wonderful close up of his face with the fangs and kind of like this nasty gas coming out of his maw. It is so good. Brilliant stuff. But yeah, Mark Teixeira is one of my favorite artists. I loved his run on Ghost Rider so much.
Oh yeah, especially like the character of Ghost Rider himself. I mean, he really knocks that out of the park.
Absolutely, yeah.
But yeah, again, they mentioned that the Spider-Man issue 6 and 7, when Ghost Rider and Spider-Man teamed up before to fight Hob-Goblin when he like kidnapped this child. Which, yeah, kids, you want to hear that review? Last year, Lilith and I did that last year for Hob-Gobble Gobble Month. So yeah, scroll down. It's Ultimate Spider-Cast 202. So
Nice.
the easiest way, just go to the YouTube channel and Ultimate Spider-Cast, just like every other show, has its own playlist. So episode 202. Oh yeah, and of course Spider-Man shows up.
Yeah. Right at the end, just as Ghost Rider's about to hit Hobgoblin with his chain.
Yeah. It gets wet.
Which I still don't understand why Spider-Man did that, because I mean the chain wouldn't have killed Hobgoblin. Like he wasn't.
Yeah, like Macendale doesn't. Like Macendale deserves a chain to the face. Come on.
Absolutely. Or at the very least, he could have like used the chain to ensnare him and haul him off of the glider, so that then Spider-Man could have swooped in and webbed him up.
I mean, unless Spider-Man's worried that it's like a magic chain that's gonna like punch right through his, Macendale's head or something. I don't know.
Yeah, bust through his rib cage and come out his back or something. Yeah.
But it is funny when Hob-Goblin sees Ghost Rider, he's like, my mission is righteous. Satan's servant himself is present at this unholy gathering.
Yeah. Thank you, Lord, for giving me a second chance to destroy him in your name.
Yeah, this is the demon talking, because again, Macendale never spoke this man's.
Right. And he didn't have, as far as I remember, any type of religious leanings at all. As a mercenary, he was just
mercenary.
Money.
Yeah, money.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's all the demon. Yeah, because even when they're separated, the demon's talking like this, not Macendale.
Yeah. Yeah, the demon has some type of strange Judeo-Christian religious bent, which is kind of funny for a demon.
Yeah.
And we don't even see any, like, because there was later on a conflict between Macendale and the demon.
Oh yeah, because
where they were kind of switching back and forth
as from something that's going to happen at the end of next issue. Ghost Rider 17. Yeah,
right. But we don't see that yet in this one.
No, but Lilith and I always joke about this, Eric, and it's like it's not like Macendale. Well, Macendale is trying to get away from the demon, but we always say I think that demon was working harder to get out of Macendale. It's like, get me out of here.
I hate this guy.
I've lived in hell and I've lived in Macendale's body, and I don't know which is worse. Yes, the pits of hell burn, but so do Macendale's nether regions. And this demon loves taking hostages because, that's in those Spider-Man issues. It was the kid. Now he picks up Dan's mom and takes off. Yeah.
I know. Yeah. He has no problem with taking hostages of any kind. And he even tried to mutate that child in the other Spider-Man story into another kind of demonic being like himself.
So, yeah, I mean, Ghost Rider and Danny been merging. So, yeah, Ghost Rider's pissed when he sees Danny's mom get taken.
And to be honest with you, the first time I read this, I thought, wow, is he going to try to do that to Dan Ketch's mom, too? The thing that he did in the Spider-Man story with the kid? I was like, is he going to try to turn her into a demon, too? That's crazy. But, I mean, we'll see that doesn't happen. But that was my first thought. That was, why is he taking her? What reason does he have? Other than just so that they won't follow him, I guess.
Or does he think she's innocent and righteous like him? I don't know.
Well, yeah.
Man, again, these 90s covers, I miss corner boxes.
Yeah, me too. I love those. We had some great ones at this time period.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in I miss team books where you had like 20 heads floating in that
box.
Yes. Yeah. And sometimes they were right, sometimes they weren't.
Right.
Like, there's no Iron Man in this issue. What's his head doing?
Yeah. Or this costume looks different.
All right. So, any other thoughts on this one, or should we get to 17?
No, I enjoyed this one. My only complaint was I wish the fight was a little bit longer in the end.
Yeah.
It seemed like it was kind of abrupt.
Well, again, we gotta stretch it out for one more issue.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, we got to keep it going. Yeah,
And
that
again,
was great though. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I mean, that first cover was so good, but oh my god, this cover for 17.
Oh yeah, I love it so much. That's amazing. It almost looks like it's painted.
Oh yeah. The colors are just
Yeah. And some of the other covers are actually. He did it. A couple, I think, that were painted.
Oh, and I think wasn't it the one before these ones, or was it 15? That was the glow in the dark cover.
Glow in the dark, yes.
Yeah.
Which I bought that, and I'm proud to say I had that propped up in my window.
Oh, nice.
So that it would get nice and charged by the rays of the sun. And I had that laying around on my desk for a while, glowing at night. It was so cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Love those glow in the dark covers.
So we need more of Marvel.
Absolutely, especially around. They could do it like a seasonal thing, like around Halloween time. Have like a month where there's a glow in the dark variant. I think that would sell like hotcakes.
Or even do just like if you do it every month, but stick to one character. It's like okay, one month it's Spider-Man, next month it's Ghost Rider, next month it's the Avengers or something.
Daredevil, or exactly.
Oh yeah, imagine that. Daredevil with that radar sense lines coming off his head, but the glow in the dark or something. Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
How a cover that? I mean, a poster of that. Yes.
Yeah, I've got a glow in the dark Spectre poster.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I love that.
I wonder what he does when he's staring at that in the dark, kids.
Maybe a little bit.
He sees ghost kids. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, with the flowing green capes.
Smoked it, Juby.
Chuckle. All right, Ghost Rider number 17 from July 1990. Or no, September 1991. You've got to have faith. Got to have faith.
Faith. Baby.
All right, same team as last time. All right, I got a question about something. All right, but Ghost Rider and Blaze try and track down Hob-Gobble, who has kidnapped Mrs. Ketch. They finally track him down along with Spider-Man to the cemetery. They manage to save her, and Spidey learns that this is a whole nother Ghost Rider entirely than the one he's known. Oh yeah, it's not Zarathos.
Oh yeah.
All right, so I know in this story again, I don't know a ton about New York, but it says Forest Park, Queens. I'm like, is that Forest Hills, or is there a Forest Hills and a Forest Park?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question, actually.
Yeah, because I know like all the Spider-Man stuff. Because there's even like an area around here, like a small town. It's Forest Hills, and like if you go down there, there's a sign that says, "Oh yeah, this was named Forest Hills because of its resemblance to Forest Hills, Queens, and Forest Hills, Queens, in New York and stuff."
Okay.
Yes, I don't know about Forest Park.
Are there any notes on the page that say about locations and things?
There's no for the Forest Park thing, no, but just for Queens in general. So, Queens is the largest of the 5 boroughs of New York City, is located in the north of Brooklyn. Covers roughly 109 square miles of western Long Island. Yeah, no, I don't see anything. All right, I don't know. All right, we won't get bogged down with that. All right, so, all right, let's get into 17 here. Boy, Spider-Man's brave in the beginning of this, getting Ghost Rider's face.
Yeah, getting right in his face.
But then, Johnny blazing that Hellfire shotgun.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. So does he still need a bullet in the chamber to shoot Hellfire, or does it just shoot Hellfire?
At this point, it's kind of new to him, so I think that he hadn't quite figured out that he could just channel it through anything. I think that if I remember right, he doesn't really learn that until a few issues later in this, or maybe it's in the Spirits of Vengeance series that comes soon after.
Yeah. Oh, I like it. Oh, we got to do some Spirits of Vengeance too. I
Mm.
love that series.
Me too. The Adam Kubert artwork, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it Andy? It's one of the two of them. I love that series.
But
I
yeah.
love how Spider-Man takes off. He goes, "I'm tired of you vigilante types getting in my way." And Blaze goes, "Hey, I'm no vigilante."
I know, but I'm like, wait a minute. I don't remember Spider-Man having a police badge. I'm like, what was he calling vigilante?
Yeah, I'm tired of you vigilante types getting in my way. Okay. I think he's heard that before himself.
I guess he means you guys who aren't afraid of killing.
You violent people. Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, Blaze getting in Ghost Rider's face, and he's like,
Yeah.
because Ghost Rider's like, hey, I'm just getting sick of you getting in my way, and Blaze is like, you remember this thing can blow holes in you, so I'd shut up.
Yeah. He's like,
Mm.
tough. Yeah. And
But I love he's like, I love how he's like, we got to go somewhere to talk. He goes, you're a little too conspicuous. So he's like, keep up. He's like, I don't have a supernatural bike, but I'm still one of the best stunt riders in the world. Because they're weaving in and out of traffic.
Weaving out of traffic. I can just imagine these people sitting in traffic and seeing this stuff happening. Blaze is like, this is your idea of comfort? I was thinking of a discreet bar with a smoking section for you. They're going to the Cypress Hill Cemetery again.
Oh yes, because he says if anyone knows that what it's like to be in your shoes, it's me. He says I fought Zarathos the whole time when he tried to possess me. Yes, original, the Ghost or Ghost Rider Rides Again miniseries. That's what I was talking about. Yeah.
Yes.
Because again, it's like in the beginning of the series, it was just like Johnny just would his body would transform. It was basically his mind and control it. But as further as they went along, Zarathos just started gaining more control and becoming his own thing. So by like those last 14 issues I think it might have been before that, but I know definitely by those last 14 issues, Zarathos is his own thing.
Yeah, he's in the driver's seat. Yeah.
And it's so funny because there's no mystic spell like there is on the Dan Ketch Ghost Rider, because whatever Johnny was wearing, that's what the Ghost Rider would be wearing.
Right.
Because one issue he gets attacked while Johnny Blaze is doing a show at the carnival. He's wearing like some red and yellow jumpsuit that looks like something Johnny Storm would be wearing in the 70s, and he transforms.
Stun outfit.
Ghost Rider's wearing this red and yellow costume.
I remember that one. That's good stuff.
Oh yeah, this again, great Texier art. I mean, that skull.
Yeah. Oh man, that is like perfection. And just the only dialogue on that page is "No." Oh, I just love it.
Because again, I mean, that is an art form of his own. Because I mean, there's some artists who can't get a skull like that. Like a.
Yeah, it's harder than you would think to draw a skull. Yeah. But he gets it down perfectly in the series, consistently.
Oh yeah, here's the thing where Johnny's telling him, he's like, "Oh, why don't you and Dan do merge? And, you both get something out of it." And Ghost Rider's like, "Well, how can I allow myself to become someone else when I don't even know who I am now?" That's when Johnny's saying, most of the time him and Zarathos are bonded. Zarathos had amnesia.
Yeah, and he says, amnesia that was caused by Mephisto. Could Mephisto be behind you as well? And that's when he says, no.
It's like, how do you know if you don't remember who you are?
Yeah. I guess some things the intuition knows, right?
And then he changes back to Danny.
I love that page with the transformation sequence as well.
Oh my Lord! Can you imagine? It's probably like burning alive in reverse. It's
Oh yeah, and like melting as well. Melting in reverse. Oof.
So you feel all the pain in it before you get your body back.
Yeah.
But yeah, Johnny asked Danny if he remembers anything he was talking about with Ghost Rider. And he's like, yeah, I seem to remember things that happened to him more and more clearly. So,
Mm-hmm. Which is convenient because that way, yeah, he can have a clear understanding of what his alter ego is doing.
Yeah, he tells Johnny, you don't have time for any philosophical discussions. I got to find my mother and kill Hob-Goblin.
He's not messing around. Yeah.
Okay, and then with the next page, we get that almost full page of Spider-Man swinging.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
I mean, okay, and I think if we do an episode of Hob-Gobble Gobble Month here on Marvel Tales next year, I think I think Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man's picked it for us. Darkhawk.
Ooh, yes, yeah.
Darkhawk 2 and 3. Oh, I think we got to do that. Yeah.
Good idea. And we'll get Russell on for that one.
Oh yeah,
because I know he's a Darkhawk fan too, and I know that he would love that. Yeah. If you're listening, Russell, pencil that in for next year. We're gonna do it.
Oh yeah,
because I love Darkhawk too, as you know. I'm a huge fan of that. And at some point on the Lost Library, where me and Russell are going to do a sub-series where we cover the whole series.
I want to read a lot of that too. I mean, I read a little Darkhawk, but I didn't read a ton of that series. So
it's a good one. It's Mike Manley that's been doing the art for Batman that we've been covering over on We Are the Night. That's where I was introduced to his artwork.
Oh yeah,
Darkhawk. Yeah.
The yin to Darkhawk's yang.
Thank you, Matt Kona. But I love how it's like, Spider-Man had planted a spider tracer on Hob-Goblin, but it stopped working. But then in this issue, it gets hit, and all of a sudden it really turns back on.
Yeah, all it needed was a jostle to get it to work again.
Which Danny's mom gives,
Yeah.
But meanwhile, I guess Spider-Man put a spider tracer. Was it Ghost Rider or Blaze? I think he put one on one of them. Oh yes, he did put one on Blaze. Because I was gonna say
Blaze. Yeah.
I was gonna say, would it work if he put it on Ghost Rider, but then he transformed back? Because like his clothes and everything transformed. So would it always be like that spider tracer disappeared?
Right. Or would the Hellfire destroy it as well?
Oh, true.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he put it on Blaze.
Well, that makes sense.
So he's
following a brawl at the bar.
Yeah, because Spider-Man follows them to the bar. Danny's just threatening people.
This big dude gets right in his face, and that's when Johnny Blaze decides to stick his shotgun right in his mouth.
Yeah, he's like, and then the guy's like, he's like, go ahead. He's like, if you're gonna use that toy of yours, go ahead. And Johnny's like, he's calling my bluff.
Do it.
Then Hob-Goblin's just freaking out on Danny's mom. It's been preordained that what I should do is work. Gonna mention Spectacular Spider-Man 147 again, kids, just like last week in Doctor Strange.
It's a key issue. It's a key issue. The demon Nastier gave me the strength and the form that I possess, but it was the Lord's hand that guided the worthless demon. I love it.
Oh yeah, then Danny's mom comes across all the dead bodies.
Yeah, a big pile of corpses, and she that's when she has her freak out and throws the looks like a dish.
Well, I think I might have met, was that a candle holder or something? Because there are candles going.
Oh, candles.
Something maybe hasn't. Yeah, something hits that spider tracer and. It must have been. It might have been on the Goblin Glider or something. But yeah, it hits. Yeah, it hits the spider tracer and turns it back on.
Yeah.
But yeah, now Hob-Goblin is not too happy with Mrs. Ketch. Yeah.
Yes. Lord, let the scales fall from my eyes. Yeah.
Oh, getting full Hob-Goblin here, kids.
Gobble gobble.
But yeah, Danny and Blaze look like they're in trouble in this bar. Yeah, Spider-Man comes in.
Yeah.
Webs up all the other guys.
Just in case Ghost Rider and Johnny Blaze couldn't have handled a bar fight on their own. Gotta have Spider-Man in there.
But yeah, I think Spider-Man says, "Oh, that's Spider Tracer." He's like, "Now I know where Hob-Goblin's location is."
I just hope I'm not too late to help that poor woman. They were almost too late because he's got his hands right around her throat when they smash through the wall.
Mm-hmm. And again, it's like Spider-Man's like, oh wait, where did Ghost Rider come from? I'm like, didn't he know Blaze transformed into Ghost Rider back in the day? So was it so hard to believe that Danny would be transformed
Yeah.
into the new guy, especially with Blaze right next to, Blaze is like involved with him now.
Right. It's like, oh, there's another guy. I don't see Ghost Rider right now, so it makes sense that this other guy next to Blaze is probably the new Ghost Rider.
Although, I mean, like I was joking, I mean, when Blaze changed, he was wearing whatever Blaze was wearing. So maybe it's just throwing Spider-Man that it's like he's not wearing what Danny was wearing. His bike looks different. Right. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, he doesn't know that it's it's not the same entity, right?
But again, Spider-Man mentioned about got to get there before Ghost Rider does. Can't risk the woman's life like he did Adam, the child Hob-Goblin had kidnapped when Ghost Rider and I last met.
Yeah, that did not go so well.
Oh, that's so funny. Ghost Rider, release the woman Hob-Goblin. Your punishment is long overdue.
Never, Satan's spawn. The woman is mine to do with as he pleases, he says.
Then Ghost Rider just rams him with that bike. Save the woman, hero. Hob-Goblin is mine.
Yeah, now this is a great fight right here. I was complaining that the battle at the end of the previous issue was a bit too short.
You go, Mark Texiera. I mean, Hob-Goblin basically gives Ghost Rider a Sal Buscema right cross.
Yeah,
the room.
Totally. Sends him flying.
Yeah.
And then on the next page blasts him.
Mm-hmm.
While at the same time fending off Spider-Man with his pumpkin bombs.
Why do you want to go picking on old Ghosty, Hob? Can't you see he's just a bag of bones?
I love that when he kicks him in the back.
Yeah.
That's great.
Thank you, Spider-Man. Now stand back and let the hand of vengeance find its due.
This is a great panel, too, where he's Ghost Rider's choking him.
Yeah, Spider-Man trying to keep them apart. Yeah.
Separate. I love that. I can't let you, he says.
But no, he even said, Ghost Rider said, to ask Spider-Man to get Mrs. Ketchut. He's like, you have my word that he will not die by my hands.
He wants to give him that penance stare.
Yep, because it looks like the whole building blows up, and then they're all like, "Oh, Ghost Rider!" He's like, "I'm here."
I forget, why did the building blow up?
Well, I know Hob-Goblin was like trying to set the whole building on fire because he said he has to cleanse it with fire, or whatever. But he was throwing all those pumpkin bombs, so I don't know if that was just
true. Maybe they found a gas main or something somewhere. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because Ghost Rider said, "Now save the woman before the building collapses from the fire he has created."
Okay.
I mean, it almost looks like an explosion, but I wonder if that was just like the building like collapsing or something.
Right.
But then when they're standing around outside, then Hob-Goblin jumps out.
Yeah. Now I think that might be my favorite panel of the whole issue.
Yeah, that's
where he's leaping at them. I love it. That's phenomenal. God.
Then they hit him with that Hellfire shotgun, webbing, and that mystical chain.
Yeah, triple whammy right to the face. All hit Hob-Goblin at once.
I love he falls. Almost looks like those top teeth like dig into the ground.
They're gonna curb stomp him.
Exactly. That's a good panel too. Yeah, the three of them standing there over Hob-Goblin.
Yeah.
But again, okay, this is going to set up what's coming in Spider-Man after this, kids. Yeah, because they all hit him, but I think they blame it on the Hellfire from Johnny's shotgun because it's like now Macendale and the Demon are really fighting for control, so he keeps the body switching back and forth.
Yeah. This is the mystical transformation caused by Nastir Wavers, revealing Jason Philip Macendale. But he is quickly and painfully transformed back into the Hob-Goblin.
And then that last splash page, vengeance has been served. He has felt the pain, Spider-Man. I've got a feeling that Hobgoblin's pain is just beginning, Ghosty, but I'll take it from here.
And it's true, his pain is just beginning.
Oh yeah,
Spider-Man was right about that.
yeah. Yep. Get that separation during Name of the Rose, which we also covered last year, kids.
Yes.
I think that was episode 203 of Spider-Cat.
Oh, was it right after the?
Yeah, because it was that's what we did for Hob-Gobble month. I looked on the YouTube. Yeah, it reminded me. Yeah, first we did that Spider-Man 6 and 7, then we did Name of the Rose, and then we did the Spirits of Venom. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So during those, both of those stories, the Name of the Rose and the Spirits of Venom, Macendale was put right through the ringer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I think by Spirits of Venom too, wasn't he? He had been separated from the demon, so he was like, "Oh, I got to prove myself again and stuff." And
yeah.
Oh man, yeah. The next issue after this, issue 18, that's the painted cover.
Yes, that's what I was thinking about.
Yeah,
I love that. Isn't that phenomenal?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, so good.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite series. As I was saying in the other episode, I just love it. I love the art. I love the action. I love the characters. I love the stories. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like so much good stuff. Like I said, this series, the series before it, and it's like I just feel bad for people who like only know like Ghost Rider through like Nicolas Cage.
Oh, I know. Ooh,
I mean, there's so much better stuff out there.
Yeah. Absolutely. But the original series and this one, and from what I understand, some of the subsequent ones have been pretty good too. Although I haven't read very many of them. I've read little bits and pieces of stuff, but not a whole lot of them. But from what I hear, those are really good too.
Yeah, I mean, there's stuff after both of these series.
Oh, yeah.
Although it's funny too, like the last issue of this series took like 10 years to get that last issue.
It did. But Mark Teixeira came back for that. He did. He did the art on that.
So I remember for the longest time, like I didn't know like that last issue didn't come out because I remember I got the next to last one and it was kind of continued and I was like, wait a minute, did I miss the last issue somehow?
Yeah, it left off on a cliffhanger ending, absolutely, and then people had to wait almost a decade for it.
I know. I mean, I know it was kind of like in the age of the bankruptcy and stuff, but they were just like, oh, F it, we're not just gonna put the last. Like one more issue, you couldn't pump out one more issue.
I know. But eventually they did, and it's a satisfying ending. I will say that. I feel like I feel like they did a good job wrapping it up. It was worth the wait. It was worth the long wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, kids. I mean, we'll get back to some Ghost Rider here eventually. I mean,
definitely.
Oh wait, is that next? I think it's next October, aren't we doing the
the Midnight Sun?
Rise of the Midnight Sun. Yeah, so we're gonna get the crossover of all the books. Yeah,
that'll be great. And I have a feeling that at some point we're going to see another live action Ghost Rider.
Oh yeah, I think that don't they have plans in the works for that? I think they've said that. Yeah,
I think they've been working on it. I think it's hard to put a timetable on things because of the strike and just because of the way that they're kind of rearranging things due to, I mean, since the pandemic, a lot of people haven't been going to movies as much, it seems. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about that, but it seems like they've been, in the last 3 years, the larger studios have been a bit more choosy about movie projects.
Maybe, yeah.
Whereas before that, it seemed like we were seeing maybe 3 or 4 really big movies every few months. It seems like they're getting few and far between now, and it could be because of the strike. But
I think that doesn't help. But I think they're just like, especially on stuff that aren't like household names, they're kind of like more wary. It's not like it's. I mean, not that like Iron Man was a huge name out, for the general public until that first movie. Then everyone was just like, "Oh yeah, Iron Man."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
But I wonder if like Ghost Rider's going to show up and maybe in the Blade, Blade's getting a movie. Yeah, Blade maybe.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
You know what they need to do? Have him just show up, even if it's just like for a little bit of time, and then kind of tease that as like, oh, there's a Ghost Rider. He's getting his own movie or something. And that's where we'll explain his origin and stuff.
Right. Or I was thinking some type of a special like they did with Werewolf by Night last year.
Yes.
But I was thinking like they could do it almost like have it not set in the 70s, but have that 70s like aesthetic, like almost like a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Oh yeah,
with the grainy film and stuff like that, and they could have like a really gritty, weird, edgy 70s soundtrack with.
And you really play up like Johnny Blaze that Evil Knievel, yeah,
and not have it be set in the 70s, but have it kind of have that aesthetic, that look and feel.
Yeah.
Have some type of, and they wouldn't have to do necessarily a series like that, but just some type of a one-off special. I think that would be a hit.
Or do like a Ghost Rider special every Halloween, like like it's like 1 year you do Johnny Blaze, the next year you can do Danny Ketch,
right?
Yeah,
that would be awesome. I would love that.
And just play it up where there's been Ghost Riders through history and stuff.
Right. They could even do a Western one year set in the 1800s.
Oh, and especially with like that Zaratho stuff. I mean, there's your excuse to bring in Mephisto and stuff.
Yes, we could tie Doctor Strange in there too, and make a cameo appearance or two.
Oh yeah, do a Midnight Suns either series or movie. Yeah, Doctor Strange, Ghost Rider. Yeah.
I wonder if the Blade movie is a success. I wonder if they have visions to do that, to like a Midnight Suns type of thing.
I could see that, especially if Blade does the numbers and stuff. Yeah.
They could do they could throw Morbius in there.
Oh god,
it's Morbin time.
Or if you wanted to make money, you could throw in Werewolf by Night and our good buddy Ted the Man Thing.
Yes. Ted Salas himself.
Yes.
Yeah. I love that Werewolf by Night special from last year. I thought that was fantastic.
I think I don't know if they did for a couple characters in that Werewolf by Night special, but I did see a Funko in my comic shop. It's Man Thing from that Werewolf by Night special, but since the whole thing was in black and white, he just colored black and white.
Oh, I love that. Oh, cool. I bet Lilith's gonna get that one.
If she doesn't already have it.
Yeah.
That's why it's so hard to get her some stuff for like Christmas and like her birthday's in December too. Because I'm like, if I go for like merch like that, I'm like, she probably already has all this.
Oh, when it comes to Funkos, you can probably bet on it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I don't know if she's trimmed down or not, but it's like I know at one point I think she had at least 200.
Oh my god, yeah.
She kept in the wall. I think she said there was like one wall. You didn't see her wall.
A wall of it. Yeah.
Just stacked on top of each other. The boxes. Yeah. Again, no kids, no spouse or partner. Just her and some dogs.
Yep. That's why I have the collections that I have. Child free, the way for me.
So your man doesn't give you crap about, oh, do you really need all this, or
Well, he does. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Do you need to have all these CDs, considering that you have these all backed up digitally on your hard drive? Like, yeah. Well, what if something happens to my hard drive and they'll get wiped out? Exactly. Then I won't have my music anymore. And he's like, okay, well, what about all these DVDs? We can watch all of these movies on streaming. And I'm like, no, not all of them. There's still some of these that aren't on streaming yet.
I swear, I just started podcasting for the built-in excuse. It's like, oh, do you really need more old comics, or do you need more toys? I'm like, it's for the podcast.
It's for the show, damn it. Yes.
I'm like, people come to us for information. I'm like, I need to make sure I'm, stay up to date on stuff. Yeah, come on.
That's right.
Research the old stuff, keep current on the new stuff. Come on.
Yeah. And we have to have some new things to show off from every now and then on the show. It's only fun. It's only fair.
I mean, unless sponsors would like to send us free stuff to review.
Oh, well, hey, we'll always be open for that. Marvel, if you're listening, so send us both a copy of the next Ghost Rider Epic collection. We'll review the whole thing on Marvel Tales.
No, wait. Send us advanced copies of those ROMnibuses so we're ready to do them early next year. Yes.
Yes. I'll take the George Paris cover.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Micronauts omnibus too, while you're at it.
Again, Marvel, DC, Image, any of you, any large or small companies, send us your stuff, man. We'll review it. Come on.
We'll review it. We'll
Free
do it.
advertising.
Yes.
Hell, even if you just send us digital copies, come on.
That's true. Yeah, all those omnibus are digital.
Ain't gonna cost you nothing.
Yeah. I know.
All right. Anything else, Justin?
No, I think we did these justice. I love these Ghost Rider issues so much.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to sound like a broken record again, but I love this series. I love the art, the stories, the characters. Yeah, it's great. I always enjoy talking about this series.
I love this series. Again, this story is so good because I love this old Ghost Rider series, and I love Macendale getting punched in the face, and I got it all both this time.
Yeah. It's got a little something for everybody.
I mean, speaking of, stay tuned next year during the summer for the Ultimate Spider Cast and We Are the Night, the Batman podcast, because you're going to be getting lots of cannon fodder stories during the summer next year, kids. I believe on the We Are the Night, I scheduled a month of someone's favorite killer moth, I believe.
Ooh,
You woke up, kids.
Yeah, I love that.
Hold on, let me open up the schedule here. I'll tell you exactly.
Okay.
I was gonna say feedback, or if you want to jump on.
You better believe I'm jumping on that. Killer Moth is my guy.
Oh yeah. Yep. June.
Yeah. I'll be there.
3 episodes of Killer Moth.
I'll be there. So on We Are the Night and Spider-Cast, you said?
Well, we're just getting, we're gonna try to do some of the cannon fodder villains during the summer.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Who you doing on the Spider-Cast episode?
Hold on, let me close out this. Open the other one. See, kids, getting it. See, if you listen to this episode, you're getting sneak preview stuff.
Sneak preview of the next year's schedule.
All right, next in June we're gonna do. I believe June is gonna be the Scorpion. Or wait, no, Shocker.
Oh.
I think. And then July is Scorpion. So Shocker, Scorpion. And of course, August. Again, his name's been floating around out there. Craven.
Oh yeah. We're seeing a certain movie next year.
So. Oh yeah. I believe in one of those Craven issues is going to be the Marvel Team Up 67. I think that's the one with Tigra. I wonder who I can get a guest appearance out of that episode.
I have a feeling I know. Yeah.
Hey, a certain someone, you want to come on and talk a Marvel Team Up with Craven and Tigra?
Sounds like a plan, Jan.
Yes, I bet he's going to be there for that one.
Oh yeah, I don't care if it's the middle of the night for him. He'll be there. He'll be there.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
So, what are your thoughts on this Tigra, Ray?
Rumpy pumpy.
Sex on the mind.
That was a John Byrne issue too. She was looking good. Yeah. Oh.
Me wow. All right.
Well, I'll try to join you for those episodes next year.
All right. Yeah, I'll put the word out to everybody. Yeah, next summer when we do all that. So
it'll be fun. Definitely.
All right, kids. So But next time here on Marvel Tales is going to be our big 50th episode on the death of Marvel. So
Yeah.
please send your thoughts on that because we're going to cover Captain Marvel 29, the Death of Marvel special, and What If Volume 2, number 14, What If Marvel Had Lived?
Mm.
And again, in typical What If fashion, that it's got a twist ending. So
Yeah, yes. That's a good one.
And then in 2 weeks, yes, we're going to get to that Justin pick. Fantastic Four, 371 through 375, and all its 90s goodness. Variant covers, guest stars, big guns, jackets,
Big guns, leather jackets,
boob windows. Yes, it's
boob
all there,
windows,
kids.
A whole new Fantastic Four.
Oh, yeah.
Briefly, yeah.
And then that's it for November and December. That's right. Again, just like on Spider-Cast, the first 2 weeks here on Marvel Tales of December will be we're going to be covering some Dazzler.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah, week 1 we're going to cover that Dazzler graphic novel, and then week 2 we'll cover Dazzler the first 4 issues of her ongoing from back in the was that 70s or 80s? Yeah. So
yeah, I think late 70s, right? Yeah,
I think.
Maybe. Yeah. And I haven't read any of this. I've read maybe 2 or 3 issues, random issues out of that series, but I haven't read the issues that we're covering.
Yeah, me neither. I've read some of the later ones. Like, oh my god, like Galactus tries to make her his heroine. Oh my. Oh my god. So Galactus, big fan of disco.
Yeah, well, you need something to listen to on that ship.
And you know what? You know what we need to discuss during those Dazzler episodes? Make a note. Should Taylor Swift should they cast her as Dazzler? So make a note of that. I mean, again, for whatever you guys think, she's going to bring all her fans are going to go see those movies if she's in the Dazzler. So
that's going to make Marvel so much money. If that
I was going to say, Marvel is just chewing that over. It's like, well,
yeah. But at the same time, they're like, yeah, that'd be cool, but there's no way that we can get her like in the MCU. Like you can't have Taylor Swift be popping up in Avengers movies.
Yeah, like every 2 seconds.
Stuff
yeah.
like that, making cameos and stuff like that.
I mean, I'm sure they would love her too, but
but she's doing that. I don't think she's going to do that. So,
I mean, I think they just said, I think she's a billionaire now. So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, yes, the first 2 weeks of December will be Dazzler. And then the week of Christmas, we're going to cover some Christmas issues. Captain America 292 and Thor 444. Eric Masterson. Yes.
Good stuff.
And then we're the last week we'll cover, I believe one might be a Christmas one and one's like a New Year's one. Iron Man 254 and 313. So yes, 254 is the one where you see Santa shooting Iron Man,
blasting him. Yeah. I can't remember what the other one was, but I think you're right. I think that is a New Year's.
Yeah. It's basically Tony Stark standing there staring at a bottle of some kind of alcohol.
Yes. At a New Year's Eve party or something.
Yeah. All right. So big stuff coming, kids, as we race towards the end of the year. So yes,
the second year of Marvel Tales.
Yes, and that's right. And send us your thoughts on the upcoming stuff. We already covered like this issue or this episode, the last episode, all the Macendale stuff. Send us your thoughts.
Yeah, we'll read it on the show, even if we've already covered it.
So email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And I believe it's the same week. So this last week and this week, kids, if you're listening to these episodes, remember Lilith and I are also doing more Macendale and Ultimate Spider-Cast. So you're getting you're getting double fix of Macendale these 2 weeks.
Mac Daddy Macendale in full effect.
You're welcome, Ray. And remember, you can find all things Capes Lunatics episodes, social media, merchandise, and the Patreon, where you can find. Speaking of holy terrors, a drunken Lilith Hellfire, a sober Lilith Hellfire.
You never know what you're going to find out there.
Uh-uh.
Yes.
Remember, kids, a sober Lothal fire is much more dangerous than a drunken Lothal fire. Quicker. All right, so find everything all in one place. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. All right, the king of podcasting, Justin. You're here every week. You are on We Are the Night, the Batman podcast. At the end of every month, talking Jean-Paul Valley. We now do Electric Mullet, the Superman podcast, twice a month, where we're going in order. Also, once a month, you, me, and that other Kentuckian's name are doing the Energon podcast, that Decepticon Russell. Doing the Energon Universe podcast once a month, so where we cover all the new Transformers stuff, so check that out. And of course, if that's not enough for you, that's not enough for Justin. So Justin, where else are you?
That's right. You can find me on 4 other shows in addition to all the ones that Phil listed off. Gamma Charge, the strongest podcast there is, which I co-host with Russell twice a month. We talk about the Hulk and She-Hulk. Predator and Prey, we're joined by Sparky and Ray to talk about Fox's Predator in comic books, movies, and more. That's also twice a month. And over on the Tomes of Evil comic book super villain podcast, Russell and I talk about villains in spotlights, as well as some sub-series where we talk about the characters like DC's Etrigan, the Demon.
Nice.
And last but not least, the Lost Library of Legends. By the time that this episode comes out, there should be a couple more for people to listen to about some undiscovered and forgotten comic series of the past.
Man, he's rolling right along now, kids.
Tap,
Yeah.
tapping my way downtown.
That too.
It's so salty.
Giving you his unedited thoughts, kids.
It's so salty. I'm a sucker for a guy with a powerful rod. Superior puss.
I just heard the greatest drop of all time. Whose was it? Mine.
Mine.
I don't know who loves their own drops more. You or Lilith.
Well, that escalated quickly.
And remember, come on, Marvel. Predator and Prey, now sponsored by Marvel Snap.
What the F?
Yes. Marvel Snap. Yes.
What the F?
Ray would love some free Marvel Snap stuff.
Oh yeah.
Tricky Dicky.
If they got him in on like play testing future like versions of the game, future editions. Oh man.
How wild would it be if the actual Marvel Snap reached out to him?
Go ahead, throw it in.
We heard that you like Marvel Snap.
He's the Mac Daddy of Marvel Snap.
Exciting times to be a pimp.
All right. All right, kids. Thank you for joining us. Macendale, Ray, it's all here.
Yes.
Again, next time, come back for it'll probably be a little longer. Our 50th episode, all about the death of Marvel.
It's a big deal.
And then the 90s Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss that.
Oh man, it's gonna be good.
All right, thank you for joining us. Vengeance has been served.